Conference Jamboree featuring your Nixa Eagles. We also want to welcome the two teams tonight to the stadium for the first matchup. They are coached by head coach Nate Thomas, former Nixa Eagle, and assistant coaches Ethan Brewer. We have Luke Miller, Chris Jerrichon, DJ Peterson, Bill Buckley, Kevin Ross, Andy Shanfarber, Matt Flacco, Brenton Elam, Joel Blackburn, Cross Elmquist, Garrett Perryman, Brock Tick, and Sam Sibulski. Your Nixa Eagle coaches featuring head coach John Perry. Our new offensive coordinator for this year, Dustin Baldwin. Defensive coordinator in the booth tonight, Phil Whitmore. The assistant coaches include Kinsey Medley, Ben Melton, Kyle Nelson, James Potts, Rob Richardson, Kevin Shipley, Todd Smith, Brad Sundstrom, Christine and Sam Nelson. Our football operations and technology is operated by Dustin Martin and the strength coach John Gold. Our managers this year will be Joshua Skaggs, Nick Cummings, James Smith, Abby Tiberian, Allison Jones. Our athletic trainers are Nate Alagier and Nico Healy. Our district athletic director, Brandon Carr. And of course our assistant, Marion House. Nixa School Superintendent Dr. Gerald Logan, Assistant Superintendent includes Karen Hop, and Director of Secondary Education, Clay Bennett. We are a big thanks to our Nixa Schools Board of Directors and the citizens of Nixa for voting and passing and supporting your Nixa Schools.
Hello and welcome into Eagle Stadium for this year's Jamboree as we get the first look at this Eagles team. John Perry, he's got another great team out there, hoping to have a good season, try to make it past districts, something he hasn't done yet, but I'm sure it's coming at some point. I'm Trey Hartwell here with Ryan Swanson here on this Friday night in August in Missouri. It's a great night for football. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad football's back. I'm excited for Nixa football. Great year. I'm excited for this team. This team's looking good. I feel like we can make a good run past districts, like you said. I'm just excited to see how the future of the team's going, and I'm ready for football.
Yeah, you and me both. Somehow, I'm graduating. I'm still out here doing this, so I'm sure that will change. You'll have someone else on the mic here on Friday nights. Later on in the season, I'm sure Ryan will do a few. I know Purrier's coming back, so good luck dealing with that one. So, but yeah, like you said, John Perry, he's got another great team. This offense is looking deadly again. Returning starting quarterback Connor Knitzel, and he's looking better than ever. Cale Combs coming back. McCracken is here, even though he's on the torn ACL. I'm sure he's going to look to change, have a really good season this year. Mm-hmm. And, of course, who can forget Ramon Green start trying to make his return here. Didn't play the bulk of last season, but he's a great running back, already looking at college offers. Going into his senior year, he's looking to have a big year, get some more offers on the table. And that's something that we didn't see last year. Ramon not playing a bulk of the season. Spencer Ward kind of took over. He played great. I mean, there's not words to describe how well Spencer Ward played last year.
Yeah, he played great coming into that backup spot behind Ramon Green. What I'm excited for with this offense is the amount of weapons we have. I'm excited to see how Perry and the Eagles are going to utilize the amount of weapons, how we're going to go. We have a lot of different ways we can attack on the offensive side. We can have a great running game. We have a solid passing game. I'm just excited to see how Coach Perry's going to handle it.
Yeah, and the defense it kind of took a hit from last year, losing all those players, but I'm sure that they're going to be they're just going to be just as good. One of the best defenses in the area every year almost. A lot of the games last year depended on the defense. Jordan Tyler coming back made that game-sealing interception against Webb City for that historic win last year, and that was one of the best moments to be a part of. I couldn't be here for that. Parker Mann was on the mic with Nate. Yeah, that was a fun one to listen to. Those two did great. I'm sure Parker playing football this year. He won't be on the mic for some football games, but we might see him in a little bit of basketball. So, yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to for this Eagles team. despite losing a great class of seniors. Kickapoo, they're returning a lot too. One thing to note, taking the hit, Zayd Lowry transferred, very good wide receiver, and we get a start here. Kickapoo on offense, and that run goes nowhere, running to the outside. No gain on the play. Again, that Eagles defense is just too hard to get past. That was Brian Wamshire, the senior running back, 5'9", 175. Utilizes his speed a lot. Loss of 1, actually, on that play. So
great play made there by Spencer Ward there. Great job breaking down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that's one thing to note. Spencer Ward, he is back in his primary position on defense. Looks like he's playing a little bit of a short safety tonight. Definitely not as far back, but he's got a lot of speed, and he's got hands, so he's definitely looking to get a lot of interceptions this year.
Yeah, and I'm expecting him to.
Running it again. That run gets a little bit more, but he's met by Spencer Ward once again. Tried to fight for more, only got 3 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this defense. I heard we changed up the way we're running this defense a little bit this year. I'm excited to see how the system works. I'm really excited for football to be back. It's good to be back in the press box. It's good for football to be back out, the lights to be on.
Yeah, it is, and I will not be working this year, as I said, but I might be out here on Thursday night. Evangel's got their home opener here at Nixa, playing at Eagle Stadium for the 2nd year in a row. So I might be out here for that one.
Yeah, I got to work one of those games for Evangel. That was amazing.
They're passing this time on the play action. He's met immediately. That was Sam Johnson making the catch, but he was killed right at the line. That was number 24. Jake Miller, returning senior this year, that brings up 4th and 3.
Yeah, great read on the play, recognizing the slant, making a quick tackle, stopping them. Couldn't get any yards after the catch. Great play.
Yep. Okay. And I heard that there was no special teams. I don't know if that means that they're not going to punt. But it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, I've never been to a Jamboree, so I can't help you on that one.
Okay, so the offense does stay on the field. Kylan Mabins, the junior quarterback, 6 foot, 185. He's a returning player for Kickapoo, who went 5-5 last year. They're looking to improve on that. They run it, and it looks like they're going to be able to get the first down. That's number 5, Jackson Young, the senior linebacker, coming in there to play running back. Gets 5 yards on the pickup. That'll be a first down. Ball spotted on the Nixa 48 as Kickapoo is able to move it past the 50-yard line.
Yeah, great job right there by the Kickapoo O-line, making a big hole, and good job also by Jackson Young, keeping his legs moving, keep fighting for the yards, and he got the first down. Great play.
Looks like Jackson Young is still in there, probably making a change, trying to play both ways, play linebacker and running back. Back to pass. Huge blitz, and he's brought down way in the backfield. That Eagles D-line, big there. Number 85, Corbin Speaks, the returning senior, makes the stop.
I don't think he had even time to get his head up. I mean, they got there quick.
Yeah, he shed one, but was not able to get past the rest of the Eagles. Looks like they brought a 6-man rush in.
That's one thing I'm waiting to see what the Eagles defense is going to do, how much they blitz. They're going to lay back in coverage. I'm excited to see how aggressive their defense plays.
I mean, with the weapons you got on the secondary, you can play very aggressive on the line. Linebackers blitz.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Yeah, we got great secondary. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more linebacker blitzes this year.
Takes the snap, hands it off again. He tried to shed off one, couldn't do it. And we got a little extracurricular after the play. This is number 60, Brett Cook, the senior defensive lineman that made the stop behind the line. It'll bring up a long 3rd down.
I mean, my goodness, after the first down, they can't get anything going right now. 2 tackles behind the line. Nix is doing a great job trying to shut down this offense. Then again, though, there's 4th down. There's no punting in this.
Yeah. Lined up in the shotgun, Kylan Mabins. Takes the snap, looking to throw, and the blitz is coming again. He's being chased out of the pocket, makes the throw, and he's knocked out of bounds by Jordan Tyler. That was number 14, Sean Campbell, who got about 2 yards on the pickup. We're bringing up a 3rd and 11, or 4th and 11, excuse me.
Great job bringing the pressure, and I wouldn't be surprised again on 4th down if they send the pressure again. Try and get quarterback Kylan Mavens to roll out of the pocket. Try and get some pressure going because they haven't gotten a good gain on this set of downs. That one was just a quick check down, but Jordan Tyler pushed him right out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like he was going out of bounds anyway. Jordan Tyler just had to make sure of it. Jordan Tyler has a high motor. He's going to be a big part of this Eagles defense as a senior this year.
Yeah, he'll definitely be the leader back in that secondary and probably on this whole offense. Definitely one of the big voices of this
Quick
team.
screen pass. Jordan Tyler, he breaks the tackle. Spencer Ward able to get him, and they won't be able to get the first down.
Great job right there by Trey Christian, the receiver out there, trying to extend the play. Great job breaking the tackle, just not enough though.
So I don't know what happens here. That was a turnover on downs. It'll still be Kickapoo ball. They'll reset to the 40. I know there's a set number of plays. I don't know how many it is, though.
Yeah, again, I have no idea how the Jamboree works.
Looks like the second string's going to come in. I do know in basketball they run 3 quarters, and I don't know. I don't know how they do football.
Yeah, well, it is good to have football back, Nixa football back. I'm excited for this team. I'm hoping for a really good season, especially next Friday, opener against Webb City. That's going to be one great game.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after the one last year, that historic game. I'm excited for that one. It'll be here at Eagle Stadium. I'm excited for that one.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it is. No, it's not. It's in Webb City. I mixed it up. My bad. Our first home opener is against Neosho the week after. That's my bad.
That's a great home opener. Those Webb City games are always fun. No, Nate and I didn't make the trip. The 2 freshmen, Brady Rito and Parker Mann, calling that one last year. Got to watch that one at home. Lining up in the shotgun, Sam Johnson. Oh, that's not Sam Johnson. He keeps it. Brought down by number 13, Kevon Flint, sophomore.
You know, one thing I will say I do like about the Jamborees, that other than Ozark, we get to see schools that we don't usually play. I mean, we only see Kickapoo here at the Jamboree. I know they were here last year, but it is exciting to see other schools from around the area, how Nixa competes against them.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing about football, only getting 9 games a season, and the COC having 10 teams in it. You have to play all 10 teams, or all 9 other teams, so you don't get a chance to see other teams until you get to districts, and even then, Nix has only seen Lee Summit West in the past 2 years. So that is fun to watch, getting to see other area teams. Takes the snap, play action. The O-line doing great to protect him, but he still has to dump it off, and he dropped it. That would have been an easy first down. Not able to make the catch. That Nixa D-line causing a bunch of pressure back there for the junior quarterback, Chase Homey.
Yeah, O-line there for a little bit held their own up there down in the trenches, but also great job by the secondary by Nixa. I mean, there was nobody open on that play. He had to go for a check down, but just dropped it.
Looked like we had a flag on the field. I would assume it was holding. I thought I saw something in there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was. Oh, illegal man downfield. Looks like the O-line just got a little bit too far. So that'll make it 2nd 10. Chase Hammy. Looks like he was changing up the play a little bit. 4-man rush, almost gets to him. He's able to break out. He's busting out of the pocket, trying to scramble and extend the play. Finds a man downfield and underthrows him.
Great job right there trying to extend the play, but he just didn't put enough on it on that one.
Yeah.
But also, this D-line for Nixa right now, even though it's only the second unit, they're doing a great job right now getting pressure. That was only a 4-man rush, and wasn't much time before he was scrambling outside the pocket.
Yeah, Chase Hammy, 5'9", 155, smaller quarterback as a junior. Seems like he's under pressure every play, and that's hard to do as a quarterback who only saw JV action last year. But yeah, this O-line for Kickapoo trying to hold their own, but they just can't with that strong D-line of Nixa. who has a lot of returning players.
Mm-hmm.
And even the second unit, like you said, some of these guys did see varsity action last year.
And that's one thing about Nixa, though, you gotta love is the depth that we have on our team.
Oh, and he knocks the O-line into him. Scrambling out, able to get out. Has to throw again. Can't do it. And once again, that pressure just gets to him, and he just can't deliver an accurate ball.
Again, the pressure got to him real quick, and again, the secondary's playing great right now. Great job knocking the ball away. This defense is just playing really good. The second unit right now can't get anything going.
And that brings up another 4th and long. But yeah, even though it's the D-line that gets the recognition for getting to the quarterback, we got another illegal man downfield. That one will be declined, though. Even though it's the D-line that gets credit for chasing the quarterback out of the pocket, it's the secondary that kind of forced it by making the O-line block for an extended amount of time by staying on these receivers and not allowing anything open.
Yeah, that secondary playing lockdown out there gives the D-line more time to get back there. And this O-line, even with that, though, the D-line's getting back there relatively quick right now.
We got a whistle. I don't know what that was, but receiver's knee pad fell off. They had to change out a receiver there. They go with the quick screen pass to the tight end, and he makes the first down. That's number 83, Trenton Harris, the junior, 6'4", 195. Taller, but not as big as most tight ends are. But he's able to get the first down on the quick pass. Good play call by the Kickapoo coaching staff.
Yeah, great call right there, and also great job on executing that screen play. I mean, there was nobody near him. I don't know what happened on the coverage there.
Well, most screen passes, the guy's normally wide open, especially if you're in zone coverage. If you're not man, there's going to be no one on him. If you're in zone, especially on a 4th and 10 like that. I don't know what's going on here, but it's going to be Kickapoo first down on the 40, back to where they started.
Yeah, I got no idea what that's about.
I don't know. These Jamboree rules and the refs not having a mic. Yeah, the Eagles defense is going to switch to the 3rd string. I don't know what happened there because it definitely looked like he made a first down, but
Looks like the offense on Kickapoo might have switched out too.
yeah, they did.
All right.
And the student sections are already chirping, even though this game does not matter one bit. That's what I love about high school. I'm going to miss that.
Yeah, I love our student section.
Good run here, and he's met at about the first down marker. Doesn't look like, yeah, he's going to get it.
Yeah, like you said, the Nixa student section's got to be one of the best ones in the state. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just the sheer energy they bring. I love it.
All right, in that Final Four game at JQH, forget who Nixa played.
Who was it? I should know.
Not in the championship, the semifinal.
I should know I was there. Come on. I don't know who we played.
Staley.
Yeah.
But the student section was nuts for that game.
Yeah, that game was so much fun to watch. I was there in the student section. That was awesome.
A little bit of confusion again. This is preseason football, so expect to see a little bit of that. Quick screen pass again. Looked like a little bit of a miscommunication there. Two players looked like they thought that it was for them. But I think that play was set up for number 86, Micah Owanubi. Oh my goodness. Sophomore running back, number 86. Looked like that play was designed to go to him, but the tight end thought it was his ball, so a little bit of confusion. Ball's overthrown.
I was going to say, it looked like it was going to, like, I don't know what happened there. Just miscommunication, and he overthrew it to a bit.
And that is what preseason jamborees are for. You got to work out some kinks because you can execute all week in practice, and then come Friday night, you can really mess that up, especially earlier in the season. They run that curls route. There's going to be a false start. Play didn't happen.
Yeah, especially early here, and especially even in week 1, there's going to be a couple things to work out with guys that left, and sometimes, especially with Nixa on their defense, new systems they have to work out.
On the other side of the ball, we see newcomers. Noah Engelman, Wyatt Vincent, 2 great athletes in their respective sports, basketball and baseball. It'll be interesting to see what they do on the football field out of that wide receiver core, trying to replace Jordan Turner, who is now in college playing basketball. Noah Engelman, Caleb Combs, 2 who will be the leaders of this Eagles basketball team, trying to make another state run, but they're looking to make some noise on the football field before basketball season starts.
Yeah, Nixa right now, basketball, football, both the programs are looking really good right now.
Oh, yeah. New head coach in Brock Blansett.
I'm excited to see how he does his first year.
I've been talking with him a little bit. Ball overthrown there. Ball's intended for number 36, Paxton Wayner, Jr., tight end. But I'm excited to see what Blansett does with this basketball team. I've been talking with him a little bit. He's excited for how the team's going to look. New players, a lot of returning players. Seeing how they change it up with the loss of their core 4 from the seniors of last year.
Yeah, one thing I'll always love about like high school and college is the second that happens, new guys stepping up, seeing how the team looks after next season. I'm excited to see how our basketball team looks.
Oh, yeah, and that's the difference of public high schools and private high schools. It's really good to see Nixa give it to some private schools on the basketball and the football field as well.
It is.
Ooh, big hit there, and it's going to be a late hit, yep. That's number 72. Mason Belcher, the senior. I don't know if he's a newcomer or not, but I don't remember his name from last year. But, yeah, that's going to be a late hit.
Number 30 there, Zerny Vest, and the delay hit. That was some good contact, though. I heard it from up here.
It was good contact. The problem is it happened about 2 steps after the play was dead. And the Eagles' offense is going to go on the field after that. So get to see Ramon Green back in the lineup. Caleb Combs back on the field. Connor Knitzel back with a much stronger arm in this O-line, obviously returning a lot. Wyatt Vincent out on the far side of the screen there.
Yeah, with how deadly this offense is, I'm excited, especially with Ramon Green back and healthy. What week did he go down?
It was early in the week, early in the year. I remember most of the season we got.
I want to say it was against Neosho, but I don't think that's right.
No, it was earlier than that because it was. Oh man, I don't know.
Was it a home game? I don't even remember what week he went down.
Connor Knitzel takes the snap, hands it off to Ramon, and he's trying to break out. Only getting a yard there. The Kickapoo defensive line held their own. Second 9. Back in the shotgun, Connor Knitzel takes the snap. Play action. Gives it to Combs on the curl route. Hale tried to force off the tackle. He gets hit out of bounds. It'll be good enough for a first down.
Great job right there by the Nixa line. They had one of the middle linebackers, I didn't catch who it was, on a blitz. Sent 5-6 guys, and they held their own, gave Connor Knitzel enough time to make the right play to kill Combs.
I don't know how I forgot about this. Rylan Michelle also returning. Got a lot of time on the varsity football field as a Ramon carrying it for another 2-yard gain. And that's the thing about Ramon. He can break forward for those big plays, but he is still very good at just chipping away at a defense and tiring out a defense.
Yeah, he has a giant motor. His legs don't stop moving. He'll claw for those extra 2-3 yards, and that can make or break the running game for any offense.
Oh, for sure. And that, I mean, you won't see it much in a jamboree, but in a real game, that'll really wear out a defense. And in the fourth quarter, if it's a close game, you can really call anything, and that defensive line won't be able to stop it. As Ramon gets another run, this time he breaks out, makes a man miss, and he is just bouncing off of players. He gets a big gain, 13 yards on the play, able to get a first down and extend that play. And this is the first time we've seen the ball inside the opponent's 35-yard line.
Yeah, like we were talking about, Ramon can break out for those games, but even when it comes right when the season starts, late in games, a 4-yard gain on the ground is a lot different than a 2-yard gain.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, you run 3 4-yard runs in a row, you got a first down. And that's just impossible for a defense to stop.
And it definitely opens up your passing game, too, later in the game.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because you got
direct snap, that's a new one. Ramon making men miss again, and he just rolls off of him, gets a big 7-yard pickup.
We just let him eat right now. I mean,
that is a new one. I have never seen a play like that before. Direct snap to Green. Connor Knitzel lining up in front of him, too.
It's John Perry and Dustin Baldwin wanted to change up some plays a bit, I guess.
Oh, John Perry's always going to be changing plays.
Yeah.
There's going to be nothing there. You can play game plan for Nixa all you want, but come Friday night, John Perry will have something new that he wrote up on Thursday morning, and it'll throw you.
He'll have some trick play in his deep bag of tricks, whatever he's got.
I'm surprised that he didn't try to tell the admin to order gray-on-gray uniforms with this field. That ball's a great ball. Wyatt Vincent able to run it in for a touchdown from the 27-yard line, and that's the first score we've seen.
Great throw right there.
That's a beautiful throw.
Put that right on the spot.
There's nothing much a defense can do about that. Lining up in that zone, and the slant just worked to perfection. And Wyatt Vincent, the newcomer, able to make a play on it, running into the end zone.
That safety jumped and tried to get it. No chance of getting that ball. Just beautifully placed throw right there by Connor Knitzel. And like you said, there ain't no way you can stop that.
Yeah. Well, Noah Edelman, he got a play in, then wasn't able to do anything with it, but I'm excited to see how he plays. Wearing number 3, taking Jordan Turner's number. Looked out there and thought it was Jordan Turner for a second. First string for the Eagles staying in.
No England's like, what, 6'2", right? I forget how tall he is. Didn't say.
They don't have it on there. He's at least 6'2", yeah.
Yeah, so
he's 6'3", 6'4". He's 3 or 4 inches taller than me.
He's definitely got some size over most of these corners as I'm seeing. That can definitely be used.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, last year, my favorite play that Perry ran was the throw it up to Cale Combs play and let him make a play. That's the good old I'm better than you and you can't guard me play. But now he's got 2 receivers he can run that with, so keep the opponents guessing.
Yeah, that's also one of the best plays to watch.
Play action. Rylan Michelle gets the catch, flag on the play. He's able to make it almost 20 yards, about 17, but this play will probably be coming back.
Regardless of the fact that play probably is not going to count, that was a beautifully executed RPO right there.
Yeah. Holding on the Eagles O-line, that's what I expected.
A great job there.
Yeah, coming back anyway, but
it was a great job by Connor Knitzel. Held it, waiting for the right moment, and threw an absolute laser right over the line, right down the middle. It was a great RPO. Too bad the play doesn't count.
well, the good thing about that call, especially in a Jamboree, is that you just get to see more of the Eagles' offense.
Get to see a little bit more football, and I'm always down for that.
Play action again. Connor Knitzel rolling out of the pocket. That's not a good sign. And he doesn't slide, makes about a 5-yard gain. And we got, he's over there telling Cale something. We got Tom Brady out there scrambling, and that's never a good sign for the Eagles if you got Connor Knitzel scrambling. You can see that with Austin if he lines up at quarterback any. Saw it a little bit with Reed Potts 2 years ago. Well, not 2 years ago, because the one time he did it, he tore his ACL even worse than it already was. Reed transferring to Missouri State this year. That is some big news. A lot of former Eagles making some noise this offseason as Chase Allen just got signed to the Chicago Bears. Got to see him a little bit in the Chiefs preseason game. Chiefs and Bears preseason game. Got the first catch of the game. That's exciting to see.
That was fun to watch. Me being from Nixa and also me being a Bears fan, that was really fun to watch.
I grew up, Chase Allen was who I looked up to as an Eagles fan whenever I was growing up.
I hope he does well over in
Yeah, I
Chicago.
hope he does too. Coming out of Iowa State, it's always hard for tight ends there because you have to be really good to be a starting tight end for Iowa State. They had 3 tight ends in the NFL just from this season.
You got some good tight ends even in Chicago right now.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet.
Play action, big pass there. It's going to be picked off. Number 28, Lawson Peck makes the interception there. That's new quarterback coming in, Drew Blevins. Saw mostly JV action last year. Dylan Rivera also in. Saw some varsity action after Ramon went down. He went down Joplin. I just now realized that. And that was a tough one to miss. Losing by 3 in that one. I mean, that's just a hard one to swallow, especially with your starting running back going out. Overthrown by Blevins on the corner.
Got a flag.
That flag came in late. Not sure what their call is going to be.
Not sure what the call was. Looks like it was a 5-yard penalty.
I didn't see him signal anything.
I was looking at the wrong guy.
Some advice. Always look at the white hat. Yep. He will always be making the calls, especially if he doesn't have the mic. Anyway, that'll be 1st and 15. New quarterback in, Nate Huber. Play action again. Noah Engelman not able to make the catch. Ball was a little bit underthrown there.
Looks like we got some quarterback trouble for Drew Blevins. First he underthrew it, overthrew it. Now Nate Huber coming in, underthrowing it. We'll see. Hopefully those guys get it together out there.
That is a harder pass than a lot of quarterbacks make it look, though. That curl route about 10 yards downfield, that is not an easy pass to complete. I mean, that looks like a check down to a lot of people, but if you're really looking at it, that's not easy.
No.
Handoff to Rivera, and he breaks some tackles, runs right into a man. Looks like he rolled off and then able to get the first down.
That was a great run right there.
That's a really good run.
Bounced off a couple guys, ran a couple of them over. That was a great run right there.
Ball carried by number 5, Dylan Rivera.
Kevon Flint in at wide receiver in the slot. Sends him in motion. Little pitch to him. Trying to break to the outside, makes a man miss. Oh, he gets tripped up, gets about 5 yards. Trying to use his speed there. Number 9, Jackson Gammett, the junior linebacker, able to get to him. Just tripped him up a little bit. He's still able to use his speed, get forward for about 6 on the play, making it a very manageable 2nd and 4.
Jackson Gammett for the Chiefs.
He almost got it out there. He almost broke it free a little bit there. I thought he was going to turn on the burners, but he got tripped up a little bit.
Drew Blevins back in the shotgun. Play action, rolls out. Hits his tight end, able to hold on to it. Big block there, and he's knocked out of bounds after a really big gain. Kevon Flint, not a very big guy, but he's able to make a block there and able to extend the play just a little bit more, gets the big first down, and that'll be placed on the Kickapoo 32-yard line.
Yeah, 2 plays. Kevon Flint's already making a couple of big plays there. That block and the 5-yard run.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're showing how much. I mean, especially for these guys out here, they're just trying to show the coaches they belong on a varsity field. Probably going to see mostly JV action, but I'm excited to see what he does. He's an athlete. The Eagles able to make him jump.
Yeah, false start there. Or no, defense encroachment.
Yeah,
Oh,
encroachment.
my goodness. Yeah, my bad. It's been a minute.
It's early in the season.
It's been a minute.
And that's another thing that John Perry knows how to do, make the defense jump, and these quarterbacks are really good at selling that. One thing you got to look for is the offensive line not to jump either.
That's one thing we saw John Perry do a lot last year.
Handoff, able to wait. He gets some big gain out of that. It's 21, Afton Hopkins, the junior.
Afton Hopkins.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some of these guys who played some JV ball last year, got some hands off there. I'm excited to see how they play out here. Maybe see if any of them make the jump up. I'm excited to see, especially Afton Hopkins. I saw him play a lot of JV ball. Excited to see how he does back in the backfield.
By the way, I don't know how we didn't talk about this. New turf out here. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but yeah, it's a little bit different.
Just kind of didn't see it.
For some people, it might take some getting used to see some gray turf out there.
It looks really good out there.
It does, yeah. And Afton Hopkins, again, able to extend the play, get very close to the first down. I'm not sure if he got it or not, though. It looks like he'll be about a yard short.
Great run there, but this turf, I mean, it looks really good.
It does. I was a little bit skeptical whenever I heard gray turf, and then I saw it without the lines and the logos on it. I'm like, man, that does not look that good. And then I saw a picture of it with the eagle on it. I'm like, all right, it looks pretty good. I came out here yesterday and saw it in person, and I'm like, man, that really looks good.
And some other changes you can't see on your screen, but we got a brand new scoreboard over in the.
Scoreboard's still the same. Video board is new. Yep.
You know what? Same, close enough.
Yeah.
That looks really good out there.
It does look really good, yeah. Moving the scoreboard to the other side, that's also a change, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the changes they're making to the stadium.
Rolls out, makes a pass, and he's able to get a catch there, and that'll be good enough for the first down. That's number 12, the sophomore quarterback, Mason Duncan.
Mason Duncan, he passes the ball to number 35. That's going to be Kevin Lewis.
The younger brother of former Eagles,
for the Chiefs.
Cooper Duncan.
Keegan Tarsany.
I know he graduated.
Yep, going to McHenry, playing baseball this year. Gonna miss him. That's a fun. I like Cooper.
Never really knew him that well, but I wish him the best as he goes to play baseball.
And this will be a pretty easy touchdown. That's number 35, Kevon Lewis, the sophomore running back. And that'll be the second touchdown for the Eagles, as Kickapoo doesn't seem to have an answer. And I'm sure that probably won't change throughout the night, even as Ozark gets in. I did see Ozark play a little bit on a scrimmage on Monday night, and they're not bad, but I just don't see them hanging with the Eagles.
I think we play them last game of the season.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting one. Yep.
To close out the season, that's going to be a fun one. I'm pretty sure it's in Ozark.
It should be at Ozark.
It's in Ozark.
Then again, my freshman and sophomore year, both of the backyard brawls were at Ozark, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's in Ozark. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know.
And we see Nate Purrier screaming in the student section. Nothing has changed there.
I wondered where he was. Now I know where he is.
You should have probably guessed that he was in the student section.
I didn't think he'd actually be here, to be honest.
No, I knew that I would hear Nate at some point tonight. And I get to see him on the big screen. That's fun.
What's the eagle that they have holding right there on the left side of the screen right there?
That's a good question. I don't know. Mason Eagleberger holding that. But this part of the Jamboree is over as Nixa and Nixa will leave the field, and Kickapoo will play Ozark, and that'll happen. It's supposed to happen at 7:30, so I'm guessing that they'll get started right away. And then later on tonight, Nixa will play Ozark, and a little bit of a preview of the backyard brawl. So this one was, even though they're not keeping score, it was all Nixa, obviously, as Kickapoo couldn't really get the ball past the 40-yard line. And Nixa just did anything they want, and it seemed to work. So we'll be back for the Kickapoo Ozark scrimmage right after this short break.
next matchup will feature the Kickapoo Chiefs and the Ozark Tigers. The Ozark Tigers are coached by head coach Chad Depe. Assistant coaches include Justin Emerton, Kramer Patterson, Justin Peary, Kyle Schnicker, Trent Floyd, Todd Sell, Dylan Decker, Matt Bevo, and Ethan Lund. Their athletic director is Yancy Little. High school principal Jeremy Brownfield and superintendent Dr. Chris Bauman. Welcome to Nixa, Ozark fans. Your next opponent will be the Kickapoo Chiefs.
And welcome back everyone to Eagle Stadium as we're back for the second scrimmage tonight, as we have a quick handoff here from Kickapoo. That was number 24.
Tackle made by number 4 for the Tigers.
Samias Pickett, who was on the run there, senior, running back, 5'8", 175. As I was saying, welcome back to the second scrimmage of 3 tonight for this Jamboree. This one being Ozark versus Kickapoo. If you weren't here for the first one, Nixa beat Kickapoo in the first game of the night. Now Ozark plays Kickapoo, and we'll see Nixa play Ozark after this one. They flick the pitch and hand it right back off, and he gets met right at the line. He claws for a couple of yards. Only a 2-yard gain, though, so they'll be set up at around the 40 4-yard line.
Yeah, Gage DeP, he gets in the line very quickly, playing both sides, quarterback, linebacker. We see a lot of players do. Interesting note, he's the head coach's son, Chad DeP.
All right.
I am ready to see how Ozark looks, who Nixa we'll see later in the season, and possibly in the same district. I don't know if they're doing any realignment there.
Kellen Mavens scrambling outside the pocket, runs back up scramble. He's probably only going to get 3 yards out of that.
A few. Able to extend the play there. That's a good job by him, and that's really what coaches are looking for. They need a quarterback that can throw the ball but can also extend the play a little bit and try to keep the punting team off the field. And that's something that Connor, I'd say he worked on it a little bit this offseason, and I think that he's doing a lot better of it, obviously. I like to call him Tom Brady because he has quite the arm, but he's running a little bit better than I saw him last year, so excited to see what he does there. But haven't seen this quarterback from Kickapoo throw the ball a ton yet, but he can extend the play. I like the legs on this kid.
Yeah, definitely. Screen now, and that gets blown
that
out.
doesn't do anything. There should be a flag. Probably a block in the back, I would assume. That's what I saw.
Number 14, Sean Campbell, had no room to look up. The second he did, he was met by Ozark's defense. See what the flag is.
It will be on Kickapoo.
Probably was a block in the back. You're probably right on that one.
Well, that penalty will be declined anyway. It'll be.
That was 4th down, so it sets up first. New set of downs.
I don't think Kickapoo knows that yet, though.
Again, I don't know how the Jamboree rules work. All I know is you get a set number of plays and drives, and that's about it. Quick pass right here to the running back now as he gets some space running up the sideline. He's going to have a couple more yards first down. Looks like a 12, 13-yard play right there. That play made.
A lot of speed there.
Play made by number 13, Brian Wamshire, out of the backfield. Because I've seen that a lot from Kickapoo. There's a lot of screen passes to the tight end of the running back out here from Kickapoo.
Yeah, Kickapoo has a lot of athletes in their school, good in a lot of sports. Basketball last year, giving Nixa two very exciting games, and one in the regular season, one in the district championship. And I tell you, even though I'm supposed to be unbiased as an announcer, those 2 games felt good as a Nixa fan. Deep pass, now we can see him.
Oh, okay. For the one-hand catch
Zay
there.
Lowry trying to take the space of the junior last year that transferred out. Zay Lowry, an incredible athlete, going to Indiana to be closer to Marquette to play basketball. He's going to be a big loss for this Kickapoo offense. Big wide receiver, Caleb Combs like, and obviously for their basketball team, he's going to hurt them big. But man, those basketball games, everyone's excited to see Zay Lowry play against Caleb Combs. Two games in a row and 2 seasons in a row, really. Unfortunately, they combined for 7 points in the regular season whenever they played each other. And it was Noah Engelman and Braden Shorter that really showed up in that game, and Colin Ruffin.
Handoff here now, and that play gets met right in the backfield. Number 5, Jackson Young, the senior running back, tried to get something going there. Could not get anything going as that gets met in the backfield by the Ozark defense. Kickapoo today hasn't really gotten anything going. They haven't really made a bunch of progress downfield. See if they can turn it around. Third and 13 here. Mavens lined up shotgun, takes a snap, drops back, throw over the middle, caught. That's going to be good enough for a first down, looks like. That catch is going to be made by number 35. Paxton Wheeler right there for the Kickapoo Chiefs as they're going to move the chains for another first down.
And they found a defense that they can do something against. Maybe. I don't know. They moved it past the 40, which is something that they were rarely able to do against the Eagles.
Mavens, we've seen be able to extend the play today, but right there, great job sitting in the pocket, checked his reads, made a great throw over the middle, right in the breadbasket of his receiver right there. Great play. And it looks like
Don't forget, football fans,
Ozarks
coming up on
switched
our
out for their
first
second string.
regular
I don't know if
season
Kickapoo
home
did.
game on September the 2nd will be the celebration of the new AstroTurf of the Jumbotron. And we'll be having a Nixa Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting. You'll want to get here early, and something new this year. This year on the very first home game, we will be celebrating the football senior
really
night.
don't
The
know
very first
why they
night
keep on
of
doing
the very
this,
first
but
home game
twice now,
this year. That'll be a
Kickapoo's
new
gotten the
tradition
first
starting
down,
at
and they go
Eagle
back to
Stadium.
40
The Nixa
and
Crimson
just start their
Corps
drive
and
over. I don't know
cheerleaders will be
what's
the
going on
traditional
here.
last
Yeah, I'm
home
not
game of the
expert on
year. So this year's the
Jamboree
first home
rules
game.
for-
we will
And they
be
change
hosting
every year, so
senior
that doesn't
night
really
on
help you either.
September the 2nd.
I know rules when the actual season starts. I don't know how the Jamboree rules work.
I would like to think that I know rules whenever the regular season starts.
Quarterback keeper runs outside, trips a bit there, but he still gets enough for
And that might be a good thing that he was tripped because he was about to get blown up.
yeah.
Number
As
11
a
on the carry
big
for the
number 88,
Chiefs.
Landon Clark, the 6'2" wide receiver and D-back, was about to sit him on the ground. But it's a good thing he got tripped up and was only mildly hit.
Yeah, Turf Monster helped him out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That 50-yard line was a saver for him.
Again, I like the new turf.
I do too, yeah.
Also,
It's nice.
the advertisements on the field are also new.
Yeah, the United Plumbing advertisements on the 25-yard lines.
And then there's the wise guys and stuff over on the left side of the field. Yeah, snap now, rolls out. Quick pass out. He's going to make the completion. He's going to get a first down right there. Take the handoff. Good play there.
Really good play. If you can design some rollout passes for your quarterback and he can complete them, that is a very hard thing to stop for defenses, and that's what Nixa like to do under Reed Potts and quarterbacks before him. There's a lot of rollout passes that can really hurt defenses. You can expect the quarterback to scramble, people step up, and that'll open up a big play downfield for one of your wide receivers, or just plays like that just to move the chains and keep the drive alive.
It also opens up the options you have with rollout passes, play action. Definitely opens up the field and opens up the playbook to more of your weapons. Wondering if that's how Nixa is going to be doing it. I'm assuming they're going to do a lot of rollouts. A deep throw.
And that'll be picked off.
That's
nope. And you got the wide receiver playing defensive back out there with how underthrown that ball was. He does a good job of, again, keeping the offense on the field.
Junior Matt Young, the receiver there, tried to swat it to keep that from interception. A little underthrown there. But he keeps the drive alive. It's now about to be a 2nd and 10 from the Ozark 38. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit weird to call a game that's where Nixa's not on the field. But I like seeing other schools compete.
Oh yeah, it is fun to call games, especially if they have some meaning to it that don't have Nixa in it. I know me and Retone, who was that? Hartville Kickapoo in the blue and gold semifinals. We got to call that one. It's fun to announce with no one in it. And the TOC championship game, called that between Paul VI and Sierra Canyon out of California and Paul VI out of Virginia, able to win that one. 2 nationally ranked teams. Those are fun to call.
Takes a snap and throws it over to the tight end, gets it. Tries it, should have tackled, but a big gain right here. As they move all the way inside the red zone right there. Catch made by number 40, Andrew Link, the senior tight end. Great play right there.
Andrew Link, one of the returning players for Kickapoo, a defensive end, but he'll get in on offense. He's committed to Missouri State. Really big player there. And they might be running some plays with him on offense. But he's a good one to watch, and I'm sure that some Southwest Missouri college football fans will want to keep an eye on him going to Missouri State next year. And Missouri State, that's something I haven't talked about yet, but they are looking hot this season, coming in number 8 on the coaches poll in the FCS preseason. They're looking to make some noise in the playoffs, unable to make any in the past couple of years, but they're in the FCS playoffs, and they're looking to do it again and make some wins this time. Is Kickapoo's probably going to score here? Yes, they do. It's number 10.
Great play right there, faking the handoff and throw out to number 10. Brandon Davis, junior receiver, returning, standing in at 5'9", 160 pounds. A little smaller than most receivers you'll see out here, but a great play, scores. And again, I don't know how the games work, and as we can, and I can see the Kickapoo student section trying to get hype over a game that really it's just preseason.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about these jamborees. The student sections take it way too seriously.
It'll be fun week 1 when
Yeah.
when we go to Web City, see the turnout there.
I would like to think that there'd be a big turnout for a Web City game. Last year in football, Web City had a few students here. For basketball, Nixa went to Web City and had 4 students there. So that was not a fun one. I mean, that Web City game was fun to announce. Keith Pietmeyer getting his coming out party. State Fair College this year. That's another loss for the Nixa defense is Keith Pietmeyer graduated going to State Fair along with most of the top players in Southwest Missouri for baseball. But yeah, 3-sport athlete last year. Keith played very good on the defensive side of things for football. Had a decent season for basketball, really coming off the bench, which kind of surprised me a lot earlier on in junior high career for Keith, as he was one of the top players along with Colin Ruffin in basketball. But he came off the bench in high school, and he put in some valuable minutes whenever he needed to, and he showed the coaches that he's able to, and that really led to him going JUCO for baseball.
Meanwhile, the handoff here, number 99, AJ. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Definitely got to work on pronouncing the last names.
Here's a hint. Find coaches' emails and email them.
Yeah, I definitely.
And if you don't, try to find them on a Friday night before the game, and you can ask them about it. It's easier for basketball because they're right there with you.
It's easier for basketball.
A lot smaller of a stadium. You don't have to walk a mile to go talk to someone.
Yeah, basketball during, especially the NIT tournament, I got coaches' interviews right before they walked out. Football, I got to walk a mile up all the stairs just to get a word with them, and sometimes they have to run off. Yeah, basketball, it's way easier to talk to coaches. Snap now, hand off to number 21 as he's going to take this. That's number 99, but he breaks a tackle there. Falls out of bounds. Great run there by the sophomore. And he's going to get up all the way to the 40-yard line.
A really good run there, extending the play. And Kickapoo's found some life against this Ozark defense, even though it's second string. You're excited to see that. Again, these two teams not going to play each other in the regular season, but it's exciting to see. Like you said, it's exciting to see teams play against each other that won't play each other normally, just see how they perform.
I think it'd especially be fun as a coach to play against teams you won't normally play. See how competition works outside of teams that aren't in your district or conference. I know Kickapoo's just in Springfield, not that far from here. Meanwhile, drops back, scrambles outside the pocket, trying to extend the play. But he tried to shed a tackle, but that's going to be a loss for about 1 yard.
Tried to pull a Derrick Henry and just throw him off of him, but another guy met him. That's a big quarterback there, 47, Ben Johnson, 5'10", 200 pounds. That's not something that you see very often in quarterback.
He could probably truck a couple guys out here.
Oh, I would assume that he could, yeah. He definitely looks like he has the muscle for it.
That's just one thing in football that honestly is so exciting. When I see a quarterback truck somebody scrambling, that's got to be one of the most fun things in any football.
It does hurt a coach to see quarterbacks taking hits, though, so I will say that.
That's true.
You see a running back truck them, it's like, all right, great play. You see a quarterback truck someone, you're like, why did you not slide?
That's why it makes it fun, though, because most of the time most quarterbacks just slide. It's fun to see quarterback make contact. Just as long as they don't get hurt.
I want to see someone in high school pull a Kenny Pickett, fake slide someone, even though that's not legal anymore. Here's a handoff. Big play opening up. Oh, my goodness. He is met. 31. That was Huntley. Oh, goodness. Hang on. Huntley Mullendorf, the 5'10", 170-pound linebacker, tripped him up there.
And tackle made by number 36 for the Tiger defense.
It's like they're going to reset, and it'll be Ozark on offense.
We're going to see the Ozark offense now. Let's see how they work. As we just see Kickapoo scoring once. We'll see how Ozark is going to handle their offense, as we can see Ozark's offense now for the first time today. Let's see whether they fare against this Kickapoo defense. We had a
Let's
hard
get
time
fans a
against
quick
Nix's
reminder
offense
about the
today. I
new
mean, they just had the run game
Eagle
going,
Stadium, where we'll
and
be
they could not
celebrating
stop them
on September
whatsoever.
2nd, the
So we'll see how the
AstroTurf,
offense
the
goes.
new turf, and the Jumbotron, all were paid for by sponsors. So we thank our Nixa crew for finding the right sponsors to make sure this happens. You can see some of the names on the football field. United Plumbing, Wise Guys,
I'm going to assume that it's 3 drives that you get.
I think it's, I heard like
we have some other sponsors
20 plays or something, I don't know.
The Jumbotron. And then, of course, last year's remodel, a few years ago,
I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I'm lost.
It's harder to tell for football than it is for basketball. Basketball, you got a time limit. Scores reset every quarter. If it's the same, scores reset every quarter. And most of the time, you'll just sub in between quarters and just keep the same team in for about 6 minutes, I think it is. But football's a lot different.
Meanwhile, dropping back, throws it
There's
way
gonna be
downfield
pass
to start.
interference
That's
there,
pass
yep.
interference. Don't need to question that one.
Yep. 2 flags on the play, actually, but I'm pretty sure the both of them were just calling in. But that is the back judge's call, so only one of them is necessary.
And grabbed him by the horse collar and threw him on the ground. Yeah, again, we've already said, but I'm really excited to see how this team is going to play this season. Definitely excited to call it. I'm excited for just sports and Nixa in general are looking really good right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure the how the volleyball team's going to perform, losing a ton of seniors from last year. But I'm excited to see how all the sports at Nixa do. I'll probably be watching along with some of you out there. So football's looking good right now. I'm sure basketball will have a good season. New coach, new everything basically.
Handoff to the fullback now is number 26. That's going to be Jacob. Again, that's a name. I mean, you can try it or try. I'm not going to.
Chromebush.
Yeah, I can. That's.
Man, there's some weird names out there. It is weird because last year I would be able to tell you almost every senior from Ozark. I knew a lot of them. This year, I don't know any of them.
Meanwhile, Brady Dodd hands it off and.
Well, he kept it himself, and he kind of
burst
through the line. Yeah,
at the play
and
sheet.
we're going to be a late flag here. Here from the line judge. It's going to be on Kickapoo. Don't know what it is though. Personal foul, so I would assume it'd be something after the play.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when the when the ref has a mic. That's definitely a luxury later this season.
Yeah, but even on that one, they're still just going to say personal fouls, so you don't really know what happened. But
I'm just going to assume it's after the play.
yeah, because the flag did come in late. Not sure if that was just a late call by the line judge or that it actually happened late. But
Under center, he's going to hand it off here. Nope, he's going to keep it.
fumble. Well, it'll be
And that's gonna
recovered by Kickapoo, yeah.
Covered by Kickapoo. Fake the handoff, try to go for a quarterback keeper, bounce outside, but it looks like it's going to be fumble picked up by Kickapoo.
Ozark Tigers will still have the football.
As now Ozark's going to reset and go again on offense, trying to get something going here.
They had a lot of momentum on their side, but Brady Dodd not able to hold on to the ball. Senior quarterback. That is one name I do know from last year, so.
Yeah, I don't know any of the players from Ozark. I was in the van all season last year. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this year being in the press box this year instead. New change, I'm excited for it. Especially calling games. I'll definitely be hopefully calling a couple basketball games. I'm excited for it. Brady Dodd now. He's going to hand it off up the middle. And he's going to keep the legs turned for about 6 yards there.
Well, it is good to see Ozark didn't change one thing. They run the same 4 plays every single time. That stupid triple option. And they have 3 choices: hand the ball off, pitch it, run it with the quarterback, or pass the ball. And normally they don't get a lot of success in the air. So want to see how they perform that this year, seeing as how they never changed the play scheme.
Yeah, they lining up with the same formation every play.
Them in Republic, they just run the same play over and over again. And then whenever they start trying to pass the ball, that's whenever things don't
This time
go
he's
well.
going to take it and throw it downfield, but that's a little overthrown there. His intended target was number 34, Logan Moschler. I'm going to take a guess on that one. I don't think that's right, but
Yeah, under the 8th season under Chad DePee, and pretty sure that this is the 8th season in a row they've run the same strategy and
The same triple option.
yep. Them and Republic, whenever they try to get away from their poor plays of running the ball, it does not go well for them.
Yeah.
As we saw last year, Republic doing whatever they wanted against the Nixa defense in the first half is they're going to pick up a close to a first down. They might be a little bit short, but
That Republic game was a ton of fun last year.
oh, it was, yeah. First half, all Republic 10-0 at halftime. Republic running all over the Eagles defense, them not finding a way to stop it. And then Perry seemed to not be worried one bit going into halftime. I was told that in the locker room he was not worried that they were going to turn around and win the game, and well, he was right, which shouldn't be surprised. It's Perry. But, yeah, run that same play again. This time he keeps it himself.
He's going to keep it, and he
Makes
makes
a
a
man
man
miss.
miss,
Wow.
and he's going to keep going. And, he's going to be brought down. Looks like he's going to be around the 15-yard line. Almost broke free. He's going to be tackled by number 24. Samias Pickett, senior, 5'8", 175. He's a defensive back.
That one, coach's son, Gage DePee on the run. But like I was saying, all Republic in the first half, as Nixa couldn't seem to find a way to stop them. And then Republic, for some reason, switched it up at halftime. I don't know why or how. Don't put me in the mind of the coach there, because I don't know what he was doing there. Start throwing the ball, and it did not work for him at all. As Spencer Ward's coming out party, going in a running back, getting a interception, and he was the reason that Nixa won that game.
Meanwhile, handoff here to Parker Elliott, the sophomore running back, and he's going to get almost a first down. Going to get about 9 yards on the play. And yeah, that Republic game, that was the one game of that season where I just sat in the student section. That was such a fun game to watch, to be a part of. So that's one thing I really like about teams like Republic is that stadium, the environment of that arena, especially in a game like that. That was such a fun game to watch.
Well, for some reason, again, don't put me in the mind of anyone here. I don't know why they talked all that trash leading up to it. In my mind, not a smart move for them. But give them credit. They played with Nixa for the first half.
They did.
And then Spencer Ward decided he wanted to change things up, and he put up 21 straight. Cale Combs getting the controversial call. Everyone thought he was down whenever he caught that ball, but the refs apparently did not think so. And he just kind of stood up and walked into the end zone, and they gave him a touchdown for it. No one knew why or how. Cale even admitted later that he was down, but I'm not going to get into that. But he's able to make the touchdown. Spencer got in the end zone a couple times, and 21 unanswered in the second half. You normally don't win a football game, and Nixa was able to win that one 21 straight in the second half, despite being down by 10 at halftime.
Meanwhile, the triple option again, except for this time they pitch it out, and he's going to try and force his way in. He gets it.
He
Number
just
32,
ran over
Brock
it.
Dodd, the senior running back, 5'10", 165, as he's going to get in for the score there. Great job on that pitch. He just forced his way in there. I mean, that was an amazing play right there.
I wonder if he is twin brother to Brady Dodd. I have to assume that he is.
I'm going to say he is, yeah.
They're the same height, close to the same weight. They're both seniors.
That's cool seeing twins play football. I got my twins are currently down on the field. I don't know if he's gotten a snap in yet. Tyler Swanson. That'll be definitely cool though later senior year if he's out in the field. I'm in the press box. That's going to be fun.
I did not know you had a brother.
Really? I said it to the whole Nixa Live class one day. I told Burns, I told Nate, I told a bunch of people that day. You reading up there?
Probably not. I was probably getting lunch for Burns or something.
Probably.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the handoff here as he's going to break free for a first down right there. Again, that's Parker Elliott. That time he got it for 15 yards. I thought I told you.
I don't remember that one bit. New field camera too. We haven't talked about that yet. You'll see it right there. Wireless down on the field. That's a new one. Burns getting all this new stuff after I leave, so thanks for that. But Kickapoo's off. Defense figured it out. and they pushed him back a long ways.
It looked like he lost a little hold of the ball there because it took him a little bit of time to get up and try and read down the field. I don't think he got a good hold of the ball.
Only a loss of 2 on that one.
How do you feel, though, about the new stuff that we're getting in now?
Oh, it's great. I'm happy for you guys. I just wish that he would have had it whenever I was in school. But yeah, it's great. I mean, you guys have a lot going for you this year.
Yeah, I'm excited for the program this year. All the new cameras and stuff. Meanwhile, handoff to pitch outside, try and break for a couple yards, and he's going to get about 5 on that play right there, as that's going to be number 25, Charles Lawson, the junior running back, on that play right there. Yeah, that new field cam is looking pretty good.
Oh,
I saw
it is, yeah.
I've seen it a couple times today. It's looking really good.
Yeah, and that'll change things up for both football and basketball. Definitely a lot more freedom with a wireless camera like that, and I like it a lot.
We also got the 2 cameras. I know the one down on the left side of the field's new, but between the goalposts, I don't know what they're called. The new cameras way down there. I don't know if they're on right now.
I did see that one on the opposite scoreboard on earlier during the Nixa one.
Yeah, so we got those 2 new cameras in too, obviously, so that's really nice. Yeah, I'm excited for calling games, how the productions are going to look. We're going to need like 10, 11 people to run them every Friday.
Hey, Friday nights are a lot easier than basketball games, though. With football, you got 1 game a week. Basketball, you have 3 or 4. It's definitely a lot different for football than basketball. It's tough getting guys to travel to Carl Junction on a Tuesday night for basketball, but me and Ryan enjoyed it because we got to go to Randy's. So if you've never been to Carl Junction, if you go to Carl Junction, you need to eat it. It's not Randy's Diner anymore. It's Carl Junction Drive-In or something. I don't know, but it's still the same thing.
That was
best burgers I've ever had in my life.
That was good. Yeah, but
4th down and inches, maybe. Nope, they're going to reset.
Again, if I knew the rules, I'd know why, but it wasn't 4th down, I don't think, so.
I'm pretty sure it was 3rd down.
Yeah, so I don't know why we're resetting, but
I don't know.
Okay.
It might have been 4th. I wasn't really paying attention.
I thought it was 3rd. Who knows? So, and I also have no idea how the score works on these. I'm just assuming.
No, they just don't keep score.
I don't know if they did or not, but again, looks like he dropped the ball there, but he's going to make some use out of it. As he's going to get away from
his own player. That would have been quite the stiff arm if it was on the defense, but it wasn't. It was on his own team.
I mean, he dropped the ball, but he still got 14 yards in the scramble.
Pull a Deshaun Jackson there.
Now, normally,
drop the ball and just keep going with it.
Normally, I'd say who the player is, but there is not a number 9 on Ozark's roster. So,
awesome.
You love it when that happens. You're trying to
That's
call
fun.
a guy's name, and he's not on there. He doesn't exist, apparently. A good run right there by number 9.
Again, it's a lot harder to enter about 100 names onto a roster. In basketball, you got 15.
Yeah, it's easier to memorize them all, too. By like the 3rd game when I was calling the NIT tournament for the guys, I had most of them down. Football, it's going to take a while. Drops back and gets it from behind late, though, but it's going to be caught way downfield. He's going to get all the way up to the 19-yard line. That's number 20, Sam Clark, the sophomore receiver, making the catch. I mean, secondary was a little bit behind him.
I'm
Good
going
job.
to be honest here, and no offense to Ozark whatsoever, but I have not seen them complete a ball for more than 15 yards in the past 7 years. So good for them that they got a quarterback that can throw the ball 20 yards down the field. That might be helpful to them later on if they get into some jams where they need to throw the ball. That's the one problem. I mean, you can run this offense the entire game. You're not going to get a lot of points. So if you can't hold that other offense down, you're in trouble. And if you can't throw the ball more than 15 yards, you're definitely in trouble if you're down by 20 late in the game. But it's good to see that. They might put them in later in the year for some of these games where they are losing, is they're going to get a scramble forward for about 7 yards. But that's good to see. I'm glad that they got a quarterback that can throw the ball like that.
That right there, not being able to throw 50 yards downfield gave me flashbacks to the 2019 Bears season. I mean, that was fun to watch. That was not fun to watch.
Who's your quarterback? Jay Cutler?
Trubisky.
Oh,
it was after.
wow.
It was actually the 2020 season. It was after the big out of nowhere season that we had, and then it all went to crap after that. As this second game is going to be wrapping up, I don't know if they kept score. If they did, I think it's a tie because they both scored once.
I'm kind of biased. I like Trubisky as a person. I'm a North Carolina fan, obviously, so I like seeing him in the NFL. He was not a good NFL quarterback, or isn't a good NFL quarterback. I don't even know if he's playing on a team this year.
I think he's starting in Pittsburgh. I think he's going to. I think he'd be Kenny Pickett for the
I'm sorry for Ryan Reton if he's watching this. Good luck watching that this season.
Although I kind of, as much as all the Chicago stuff, I really hope now he's away from Matt Nagy. He gets a.
That is true. The Bears need a coaching change.
Yeah, Eberflus, I'm excited for him. I'm also. I kind of hope Trubisky does well in Pittsburgh. Just imagine, because Matt Nagy got hired again by the Chiefs as I think he's the quarterback coach now. I don't even know.
Oh, you don't even need a quarterback coach for the Chiefs.
No, you don't.
Mahomes can do whatever he wants. I don't even like the Chiefs. I know this is going to be controversial. I do not like Chiefs fans. That was very controversial. If anyone's watching, just turn it off. I don't blame you.
You know what? I'm in the booth with you. I agree with you. I'm in the booth with you.
To be fair, I'm a Cowboys fan. We haven't done anything in 20 years, but that I can say that. But I hope that this season's going to be different. Dak Prescott's looking good. Maybe we get to see a little bit more of Zeke. He's kind of had a down year since his rookie year.
Yeah.
But I think Tony Pollard, backup. He was the backup running back early in the season last year, but he's looking really good. CeeDee Lamb's looking good. I mean, there's a lot of weapons for the Cowboys, but once again, I hope that they're going to do good. I'm not keeping my hopes up though. So
I normally would say you get 6 free wins because you're division, but the Eagles look good this year, so I'm not going to say you get 4.
Do they though?
I mean, I think that. I mean, for the NFC East, they look good. For the NFC
there
East.
There you go. That's right.
For the NFC East, they look good.
I don't see the Cowboys losing an NFC East game. I say that those Bears games will be close, or the Eagles games will be close, but I don't see them losing a game. The Commanders, I like their quarterback. I'm, again, North Carolina fan, Sam Howell, their quarterback. I like him, but I hope he doesn't do well against the Cowboys.
We're going to have some problems then, because for basketball, I'm a Duke fan.
Oh. Wow. Rough end to your season, if I can say that.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That was tough. Yeah.
Man. Hate the way. I'm a Coach K fan. Don't like Duke one bit.
I know.
Coach K, one of the greatest coaches of all time in college basketball. It's a loss for college basketball to lose him. I am happy with the way he left, though.
I was not. That was not.
I figured you wouldn't be.
That was not a fun.
Nixa's going to start with the ball on offense here. And
gonna fake the handoff.
Rollout pass from Tom Brady.
Oh, wow.
Broken up. Great play.
Great play by number 32, Brock Dodd. He just dove out, made the play right there.
Brock Dodd playing both ways. That is one thing that you'll see on Ozark. That's tough for them, especially whenever they go up against run-heavy teams like Republic. Playing both ways, your offensive line is going to be playing on both sides of the field. They're going to be worn out by the end of the game with playing both defensive snaps and offensive snaps in a run-heavy offense. And if they play Republic, a run-heavy offense there, they're going to be worn out by the end of the game.
And off to Ramon Green, that's going to get.
And that is the bread and butter for this Nixa offense. Hand it to Ramon, let him go to work. He gets 4 yards there.
Just let him do his thing, and you'll be all right.
See Noah Engelman on this side of the sideline, or this side of the field. Cale Combs on the other side. Those could be 2 very good athletes. Hopefully to get some more recognition for both of them in the state of Missouri. Cale Combs, one of the best basketball players, does not get any recognition whatsoever. And Noah Engelman, also a great basketball player, doesn't get a lot of recognition, but I'm sure that'll change this year. Here we go. Oh my goodness, what a catch.
He got it.
Wow.
Riley Michelle. No, that's no way. I said Riley Michelle.
And once again,
I'm sorry. I needed this Jamboree game.
Once again, that is the good old I'm better than you and you can't guard me play.
I don't know why. Oh, wow. Great play, no way.
You're going to see him switch sides. He's going to be on the away side of the field. The Ozark coaches are arguing for a offensive pass interference, but they're It's not much of an argument in the Jamboree. They're just saying that should have been.
None of the refs are going to care at the Jamboree game.
And a lot of the refs. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Ooh, there we go. Made a dude miss. Ran through a dude.
And there's the old Ramon. I've missed that since the sophomore year. I'm excited to see him this year. I'm going to be watching the games just to watch him. He is quite the athlete.
I'm excited to see where our football team's going to go this year. Hoping we can make it past districts, maybe past Lee Summit.
Those are some fun games.
Got
to see Lee Summit West. I believe Nixa has seen them 4 times in the past 2 years, and across all sports and district play, and they've ended their season all 4 times. Since Connor Knitzel was drilled as he threw, and that was an inaccurate ball. Can't really blame her for that one, though. 87, Gavin Kranz, the tight end, was senior tight end. Couldn't get a hold on that. The ball's a little bit behind him.
I'm excited, especially for the school year starting. We start Monday, right?
I have no idea.
I think we start Monday.
I start on Wednesday.
We start Monday. I'm excited as the school year starts how our sports team's going to be doing.
I'm going to throw a little plug in here. Be sure to watch Evangel football games on Saturdays, but they will start Thursday. And here we go, Ramon. Yep,
that's a touchdown.
No one's stopping that one.
He got the first one. You just knew it was a touchdown. Great play. Good run, Ramon.
Number 2,
I wonder if our production crew will all hard work again like we did last year.
I'm sure you guys will. I think I heard something about that. One thing I am not seeing tonight that I wish I could see is Caleb James kicking. I've heard that he's a very good number 4 punter in the country right now. So excited to see him go to work. I hope that he doesn't have to punt a lot this season. I actually hope he doesn't punt at all. But
that's the goal.
I'm excited to see what he does this year on the field goal side of things, because I would assume under this offense he's not going to punt a ton.
No, he won't.
Which is why his camps over the summer were huge for him, because he will not be showcasing those talents.
He'll be helping kick field goals though.
Yeah.
His leg won't be.
Maybe. Hopefully only extra points.
Hopefully.
And there's Nate. I don't know why we keep giving him screen time.
Oh, that's fine.
There we go. Oh, no. There we go. Now we don't have to see Nate.
This field camera is
Oh,
looking
it's
real
so
nice.
nice,
We
yeah.
get right by the huddle.
Yep.
That's a great camera. Thanks, JB, for the new stuff. I say thanks, JB, because I don't know who else bought it. I don't know if the school gave him money or if he did. I don't know. But thanks for the new stuff. Yeah, I'm as much as excited I am for football, I'm so much more excited for basketball.
Oh, I always am. Evangel basketball, too. Be sure to watch those games. Those will be good games. Oh, what a play. Oh, could not catch it, though. Cooper, I think that's how you say it. The senior linebacker, able to get a hand on that. Very easily could have picked it off, but it is hard to pick it off whenever that ball's coming about 40 miles an hour right at your hands. He's able to get a hand on it, and that probably would have been about a 40-yard gain. A lot of speed over there on that sideline with Caleb Combs. And be sure to watch every Nixa basketball game this year to see Caleb Combs end someone's career, because that seemed to be a daily occurrence for Nixa basketball last year.
That was a fun highlight reel to watch. There's a screenplay down here.
Oh, we're going to get a block in the back there.
Yeah.
Nope,
I don't see one.
Yeah, he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Late flag.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Flag came a little late, but
I would assume that it's going to be a blindside block.
you would think.
So I definitely saw one, and it was pretty clear. Yep.
Yep. There's the play I was just saying earlier. I love football and all, but I cannot wait for basketball. Definitely. When it comes to watching, which one do you like more, basketball or football?
Oh, basketball for sure.
Basketball, I'm going to have to agree with you.
I've been playing and watching basketball my entire life. I would like to think I know most of the stuff about basketball, so it's definitely fun to do that. I have called somewhat of 60 or 70 basketball games in my life, announcing-wise.
That's a lot.
Mostly me and Retone. Gonna miss him at out of state fair. He's already moved into college, so gonna miss him, but hopefully down the road we might get some games together. So
Yeah, I'm excited to start calling basketball games this year.
should be a good team. I'm excited to see what Blancett does. After 30 years with Osborne, it's good to have a change and just change things up. And you're going to keep teams. I'm sure Blancett's going to keep teams guessing the same as Perry's done.
We're going to see Drew Blevins now at quarterback. He's going to try and scramble outside, but he gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Down he goes there. That's plays to be made by number 61, Ruben Arvizu. I'm going to take a guess on that. Some of these guys on eat both rosters. I'm trying to pronounce the names. I definitely have to start emailing coaches when the season starts.
One thing I would say, we did not learn this for football, but we did do it for basketball. I would email coaches and ask them if we can call them before games, because that was a big thing for me and Ryan in basketball last year.
Yeah, it's a handoff right here. That's going to be
Dylan Rivera, sophomore, got some playing time last year against Joplin, only a couple of carries, but he might get some more playing time. Probably a second-string running back. Spencer Ward back to his spot on defense, but he'll probably play some slot receiver out there. And we also see Kevon Flint as a slot receiver right now. But I'm excited to see what Spencer does this year. Back to his old position on defense, and he showed flashes of a great defensive back last year.
Yeah, our secondary is looking really good. I'm very excited to see that this year. As
Good block
Huber's
by
now back
Rivera.
there, as he's going to go way downfield as he tried to, as that was number 3, Noah Engelman tried to jump up. Couldn't make the play. That was number 20, Sam Clark, the sophomore defensive back, breaking up the play.
Pass is incomplete.
But he went for it. They went for the deep shot.
Pass broken up by
Just
number
couldn't
20, Sam
pull it in.
Clark for the Tigers.
I got to ask because I don't know, because we're just on the basketball topic. Who's your favorite NBA team, though? I got to figure that out now.
Oh, man, I don't really watch the NBA, but I'd say Golden State. I like Steph a lot.
Golden State. So you more
Historically, I'm a Bulls fan.
Well,
But
we're gonna agree on that one.
I think the Bulls are my favorite all-time team. But right now, I just like watching the Warriors. They're a fun team to watch.
They're
And
a
I'm
fun
not a bandwagon or anything. I just like watching them.
Ball
Well, I'm going to
carried
agree with
by
you on the Bulls because
number
I'm a
5,
Bulls fan,
Dylan
Chicago
Rivera,
fan,
tackle
regardless.
number 83.
All
It's
sports.
a player to be
they-
named later.
I hope that the Bulls are looking good. I like Zach LaVine a lot.
Yeah, DeMar took a step up.
DeMar's taking a step up. They're a great team.
Lonzo Ball can stay healthy. We might have a shot. Maybe not
It's
get
been a tough one his entire career, though.
maybe not get beat up by Milwaukee in the first round.
Giannis is a tough player to stop, though.
You can't, as we're going to see the pitch off to Kevon Flint, as he's going to get a couple yards. He's going to get 7.
Ball carried by number
Yeah, I'm excited to
13
see
Eagles. That's Nate Hubert.
basketball this year. I'm excited for the NBA to
Tackle
start up
being made by
again.
number 88,
Oh, I'm ready to
Benjamin
see
Barr for the Tigers.
North Carolina tear up the ACC again. What? I will argue all day that they're
I know.
better than Duke this year.
I know they're better than Duke, and that's why I'm upset.
Mostly returning, lost Brady Manick, but you got Pete Nance out of Northwestern. North Carolina is going to be a scary team next year.
I know. You're one.
Oh, this ball's gonna be picked off.
It's picked off. He tried to pull it in. It's picked off. Yeah, that's why I made that. I know your team's going to be a top 5 team in the country.
I just hope that they don't do it the last time they were preseason ranked and just lose. But
I'll take it.
I'm sure you would.
I'll be happy with that.
Kobe White going down with an injury early that season that really hurt North Carolina, and I am very glad for COVID that it kept the March Madness streak alive of how many years they've made the NCAA tournament in a row, because the tournament didn't happen, so technically the streak has never ended.
Not
So,
on that one. I'm excited. Yeah, Kobe White now with Bulls, so I get to.
I do like him. I like Kobe White a lot. I wish he would have stayed after he got injured, but that overthrown there.
That was overthrown right there. But yeah, he's a great guy off the bench right now for us.
I hope that he does a lot more there.
If he can develop a 3-point
Nope.
shot, he can.
It was not Kobe White that got hurt. It was Cole Anthony that got hurt.
Oh,
And he
Cole
was a
Anthony.
one and done at North Carolina, even though he didn't play very much his freshman year.
We're calling Anthony then.
Orlando, I think.
That's what I thought. I thought he left.
I don't know where he is now, but he was at Orlando. But I am excited to see what North Carolina does this year with a returning core. Kobe. Nope. Caleb Love. Tripped up. That would have been a first down. What is that? 35.
That's Kevon Lewis.
Yep. Junior here this year. I'm excited to see what he does. But Caleb Love coming back, Armando Baycott coming back. R.J. Davis, Puff Johnson. There's a ton of players coming back from North Carolina. I'm
Most
excited
of your
to see
guys
what
from last year coming back.
yeah, Brady Manick definitely would have if he had eligibility left. But he stayed in North Carolina. He's in Charlotte now, signed by them. Or he was signed, played in the Summer League. He's playing in Australia this season. I'm hoping that he makes it to the NBA.
Yeah, I was so salty last season, March Madness. We had such a good team. Looked like he was going to pull in the backfield, try to make something happen, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the backfield, almost back to where they started. It's going to be a 4th and 9.
Lost his shoe. I want to see Caleb punt. Let's just put Caleb into punt for no reason whatsoever. I just want to see it.
Am I the only one just now who didn't see Kevon's cleats? And I'm realizing everyone on the field for Nixa with those white cleats, it looks like they're not wearing shoes at all. Please tell me I'm not the only one who thought that.
It is better. I've seen some people wear yellow cleats, and it throws me. I think there's a flag on the field every single play because I see their shoes. And I see that in the NFL. Drop snap there, and Kevon picks it up and just gets tripped up.
Turf Monster got him.
I think that there was an offensive lineman that fell down.
Yeah.
Looked like Jackson Cantwell. Oh, I don't know how we didn't talk about this. Jackson Cantwell, incoming freshman. That kid is huge.
How did we not get to that?
I don't know how we did not talk about this, but this kid is going to be a beast.
He throws discus right in track.
Yeah, he has, in his age group, he has the world record in discus. Both his parents are Olympians. Coming in as a freshman, 3-sport athlete. Looked for him to make some noise on the football field there on the offensive line, maybe defensive line. Basketball, he's going to be good in that as obviously a 6'9". You're bound to be pretty good in basketball. I was actually reffing a summer shootout game going into his 8th grade year, so last summer, and he dunked in the 8th grade summer game. He had just finished 7th grade, and he had dunked in an 8th grade game.
Imagine walking into the junior shootout game, and a couple games have already started, and you're like, okay, who are we playing? You see Nixa, and you see a kid in 8th grade dunk.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't know how I would have reacted to that. I might have just...
Oh, by the way, summer before his freshman year, has not been in high school one bit, got a 36 on his ACT. Or 33 on his ACT.
Dang.
That is nuts. Not even been in high school for 1 minute. This kid is crazy. I don't know. I don't know how he exists.
I know there's
honestly.
like the wall in the school that has like shows kids ACT scores. I think I haven't seen anyone get a 33. There's the run there.
There were a lot of people in my class that got over 30 on their ACT. I took it once, got a 25, I think, and I was happy with that.
24 for the Nixa.
I gotta figure out when I'm a junior. Going to my junior, I gotta figure out when I go to prep classes and stuff like that.
I didn't take ACT prep. I actually didn't take it until my senior year in December, and didn't study for it once, which was probably a mistake. But I got a score I was happy with, so we're good. This might be some problems here. That's a good play.
Good play.
Ball carried by number 33 for the Tiger offense. That's Caden Powers.
Great play.
Number 24.
Caden Powers. That is a name I remember from last year. That was one of the plays that was tough to stop for the Eagles. Ozark stayed with the Eagles for a lot of the game. And then just like Republic, they go away from their game plan and start passing the ball. That's when things go downhill.
I will never understand when a team does that.
I don't get it at all.
I never understand.
I got it with Republic because they were starting to run out of options because Nixa figured out their run game. Nixa, Ozark really ran over them. They did whatever they want on the running game against Nixa last year. And then second half, they're with Nixa. They have a chance to beat them. Would have been a big upset, probably the biggest one in the CLC last year. Outside of Webb City over Carthage in districts. That game was nuts.
Webb City made a great run last year.
I don't understand how. They're nuts, yeah.
Webb City's crazy, but football continues.
And then they start passing the ball, and that's when everything went downhill against the. Oh my goodness! Is Stephen Ward back? What in the world?
Tanner Grant right there.
Jeez, Tanner, what an athlete!
My goodness.
I thought Stephen Ward was back on the field. He did that all the time in high school.
Yeah.
Another player we haven't talked about, Stephen Ward, going into his sophomore year, staying with Missouri State. I'm excited to see what he does. for Missouri State this year. He got some plays on special teams. Actually got the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Week in special teams 1 week after running a squib kick back for a touchdown. Yeah, he's one to watch out for. Again, no game there. It's the Eagles' defensive back.
The triple option. Run doesn't work.
They're going to pass it. I feel like they're going to pass it here, and I don't think it's
When it's 4th and 12, if you don't pass it, I'd be a little confused. Drops back, gonna throw it, and that was.
I knew it. I told you.
That was either underthrown or just didn't realize there was 2 people next to the guy.
Tanner Grant also almost got a pick there.
He did. That would have been so much. That would have been so much fun. A sack and a pick. That has to be so much fun as a player if that happens.
Oh, I remember my junior year. So Steven is against Joplin. It was actually one of the most memorable Nate Purrier calls of all time. I said there was 3 guys bunched up on this side of the field, and I said Potts has got, or McCracken's got 3 guys. I said, we got a big run here.
Ooh.
Chase down, Jake Miller able to stop him. But I remember saying, I'm like, man, the Eagles got 3 guys bunched up to the left. And then Nate Purrier goes, those aren't receivers, those are defensive guys. And then he throws a screen pass to Steven, and then there's a big pile up about 5 yards away from the play. And then you see Steven burst down the sideline and score. And Nate just goes nuts. That was the most memorable Nate Purrier call I've been a part of.
I'm excited to be up here in the press box with him. That's going to be fun. Hoping to get some really good games.
Oh, burst through the line here, and that play didn't go very well. And Tanner Grant once again.
Tanner Grant.
And look to see that a lot this season.
Tanner Grant, great play right there. He had the running back and the quarterback at the same time there.
3rd string in as Tanner Grant kind of put his stamp on the game. But look to see that a lot this year. That Joplin game, my junior year, won by the Eagles, the home opener in this new stadium. Stadium is opening its 3rd season in a couple weeks. That was a memorable game to be a part of. Clayton Huber with the interception to seal that game. Another memorable Nate Purrier call. He mispronounced Clayton's name. He's over there, Clayton Huber with the game-sealing pick. Dude, it's Huber.
Wow.
I love Nate.
Yeah, I'm excited to call games with him. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Clayton, another Nixa grad playing college football this year for Evangel.
Number 90.
Seems like everyone is. Nico Sorpeza, a longtime Nixa grad, playing for Evangel this year. Isaac Frazier. Trying to think who else. I know there's 8 former Nixa players on Evangel's team this year. Jaden Avon won, another one that we lost from last year on this defensive side. Kind of the reincarnation of Stephen Ward.
That was fun watching him make plays last season.
Oh, lost ball, and that, oh man, if he didn't dive on that, he was running that back for a touchdown.
I know.
Nixa football fans on Friday night. This call, what happens after
It wouldn't
the
have counted, obviously.
I was going to say, I don't think they would have let him run it back if he picked it up.
Yeah, Caden Kelly, the sophomore defensive end, able to get the fumble recovery on the mishandle there by the quarterback.
Now I'm thinking about it. Most Nixa big name players, when I'm trying to think about it, you have either gone to Evangel or Missouri State.
Yeah, that is true. Shelby Harris, longtime Nixa grad, back in that 2014 state championship, one of the best kickers in the country, going to Missouri State. Stephen Ward went to Missouri State, obviously. Thomas Schulte, PWO, preferred walk-on at Missouri State this year. Isaac Frazier going to Evangel. This play went nowhere.
The run game's going nowhere.
Yeah, this is not working. After that one pitch, this offense, or yeah, the Ozark offense has gone down.
The pitch is the only type of run that's working. Anything up the middle is getting blown up.
That's going to be a staple of this season. Every time someone tries to run it up the middle, Nix is going to probably blow it up.
I mean, you tried to run it so many times. What's stopping you from a rollout play action play down the field?
I've never understood that against Nixa, run a play action. Especially if you've been running all game.
In this situation, if you had a formation right here, this guy that's towards us, if you just send him down the field in a rollout play action, it'd probably work.
Yeah, the pitch, again, it's getting some yards. He got 6 there, but that's better than 1. Or ended at 4. Oh, Kason Hammett, another loss for this Eagles team, going to Harding this year. His sister also just committed for basketball to go to Harding. So that's a big loss for this Eagles. He ran fullback a little bit in front of Ramon and Spencer. Ran a little bit of running back. That play went nowhere, going up the middle again. But that's a big blocking loss. This offensive line has looked good for the Eagles. Defensive line has looked even better. I mean, they are even better than they were last year. Did not think that was possible.
I will say, last season, one of my favorite things every game was watching Kason Hammett just run somebody over. That was one of my favorite things of watching last season. Hand off up the middle. That time it got something. They're going to get a first down. One time it works, gets a first down.
Yeah, I think Nate called him the Hammer Hammett. Kason the Hammer Hammett. He had nicknames for everyone.
That's awesome. That's a great nickname.
We'll see the return of All Day Green this year. Every time Ramon gets more than 5 yards on a play, it'll be Ramon All Day Green that you'll hear. And a pass, and
nobody. Oh, my God.
I did not see him there, but that ball was dropped. 47. Heller Schaefer not able to hold on to it. Just a sophomore running back. Kind of running a out route, going towards the sideline. No one was near him. He would have gotten at least 10 yards after the catch. Could not hold on to it, though. Over-the-shoulder catch, not easy for anyone to make, especially a sophomore inexperienced running back.
Yeah, that's definitely like a catch right there. That definitely is a lot harder than it looks.
Oh, yeah.
Especially,
I mean, you watch an NFL game, that ball's not getting dropped very often, but
Nate Purrier getting more screen time.
I don't know why, man.
It's the student section.
There we go. We don't need Nate.
Yeah, come on, dog. It's just the student section.
Nate does not need very much screen time, or any more than he already gets. I love Nate, though.
Again, I've said it like 3 times. So I'm excited to call games with him this year. Look again, it's the same.
I would say it's an interesting formation, but it's not.
Normally I'd say that, but it's the same formation.
Against other teams running it, yeah, it's an interesting formation, but Ozark running it, that's what they run every play.
With one receiver out, what did they expect to happen there? Everyone in the stadium knew that was a run play.
I had a reffing training on Monday night at Ozark, and I got lined up as a back judge, so the guy about 20 yards downfield on the other side, and I tell you, doing a back judge for Ozark is the most boring thing in the world. You will not get one play get near you unless it's an incomplete pass. But
they don't throw it 15 yards now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, your line as a back judge, I bet you anything that they run it here. They kind of pitched it to the fullback. That's new. Same result though. As a back judge for an Ozark game, you're just standing back there saying what down it is because you need something to do. That's not even the back judge's job, but you need something to do.
Again, though, I don't understand what is stopping them from faking a handoff.
They can't throw the ball more than 15 yards. That's what's stopping them. And they had got one receiver to each side of the field, so you know what's coming.
It's gonna be a blitz, yeah.
Yep.
Because everyone knows it's a run.
And it's a run up the middle, even on 4th and 7.
All 4 plays on that drive were just run up the middle, run up the middle.
4th and 7, and they run it.
I mean, all the linebackers up there were just cheating because they knew what it was going to be.
It's like whenever you're playing on Madden and you ask the coach what to call on this play, and it's like 4th and 15, and he tells you to draw, like a halfback draw or something. That's what Ozark does.
That will also be something I will never understand. Any run play that's over when it's 4th and over 8 yards.
Or 3rd and over 8 yards.
Matt Nagy.
Of course.
Matt Nagy question mark.
Of course, with Perry, he probably just wants to get it close so he can run his snap to the up man, and this run went nowhere, even though it went to the outside. Almost every 4th and 1 Perry will run a fake punt, snap to the up man, and you can see it coming, you can plan for it, and you won't stop it. I'm sure it might be different this year. Jaden Avon ran that as for Nixa for the last 2 years. But even so, you put Tanner Grant in there, no one's stopping him from getting 1 yard.
He's just going to bulldoze his way through that. I like watching the trick plays, though, from Coach Perry, his bag of tricks, whatever he's got in there. And would you look at that? It's the same formation the whole game. As an offense, you would think it'd get boring running the same formation and the same
as a running back, it probably doesn't because you get the ball 70% of the time. But
the receivers are over here like maybe we can get a play, but everyone knows that you're not throwing it 20 yards down the field.
Yeah,
so
it's hard for receivers for Ozark, obviously.
Like the safeties right here, not even 10 yards down the field.
Here comes the run up the middle. Oh, we're passing the ball,
and they're throwing it,
and that didn't work well.
It got picked. And
Shocker.
I don't know why. Parker Mann, actually.
Hey, Parker Mann.
Let's go, Parker.
I haven't seen him in a while. I have seen him in a while. I saw him yesterday. I don't know why I said that.
He calls games in the press box and gets picks out on the field. Great job, Parker.
Hoping to see him get some action in varsity. He's a good player. Good athlete. He'll be playing a little bit of baseball this year. I don't know. I remember he did play freshman last year. I don't know if he'll be playing varsity this year or not, but I'm excited to see what he does.
Normally I put him on. I'm not going to keep up with Nixa baseball.
You're better this year. I'll have a good time.
The one baseball game I went to was against Reed Springs and ended by mercy rule, so.
That was the one game you went to. That's surprising.
It's the only game I went to.
Brant Miller from Reed Spring transferred from Nixa a while ago. He's headed to Evangel for baseball. He's the only person I know from Reed Spring.
That's one more person I know from Reed Springs, so.
Well, he's living in Springfield now, so can't even say that anymore.
I guess run up the middle.
Oh, they dropped it.
They tried to pitch it.
This time it gets blown up, and some excitement there from Ozark's offense.
Hey, maybe we can get a throw down the field now that it's 3rd and 11. No, but that's going to be the end of it.
That's the end of it. Well, that was fun.
The coach is like, I was about to call one. Take a guess and say Nixa won that one.
I would assume so. Ozark didn't get the ball past the 50 very much.
No, not really.
That's a preview for the Backyard Brawl later in the season, last game of the year at Ozark. And that will be the end of this Jamboree. Be sure to tune in next Friday night. Don't know. I know Nate's going to be probably on the call for that one. I assume you would. I don't know if you will or not.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up here.
At Webb City next Friday night. See the first real game played on this field next Thursday night. Evangel opening their season up here. I would assume that the next Friday night's the home opener for Nixa.
Yeah, after Webb City, it's I think we're at Neosho's coming here for our home opener this season.
That's a fun one. Yeah, be sure to tune in for all Nixa games here on the Nixa Public Schools YouTube channel. Be sure to keep up. Volleyball coming up, football. Most of the, I would assume all football games streamed on YouTube up until playoffs. I don't know how that's going to work this year. If it's the same as last year, it'll be on Misha TV and CityLink, and it'll be pay-per-view. Maybe the first round will be on YouTube for free. Don't know yet.
I don't think Misha would allow that. I think they're going to make it pay-per-view.
Well, that's the way it was last year anyway. I think. I'm not sure, though.
I thought it was pay-per-view round for the first playoff game last year. Whatever.
But Nixa looking to make some runs this year in the postseason. Maybe make it past districts. Not able to do that past couple of years. Running into some gauntlets of Joplin and Raypeg. Raypeg, the eventual state champions. Joplin lost in the district championship to Lee Summit North, who was a powerhouse last year. Don't know how the districts are going to go this year, if they change it up or not. But it'll be, if it's the same as last year, they're going to run into some tough games with the Lee Summit teams. So be sure to watch for some fun Nixa football here this season. Will not be me. Nate will be taking my spot. And wish both these teams good luck. And Kickapoo, they've already left. Wish them good luck in their season. Kickapoo, probably another team in the district unless they change it. But I am signing off for now. I'm Trey Hartwell.
And I'm Ron Swanson.
And we'll see you next Friday night.
This is the Ethernet. You're gonna follow it, unplug it,